One G20 nation, its future vanishing. Not from war, not from disaster. Something far more insidious, a silent, national choice. South Korea's birth rate, 0.72, the lowest in human history. This isn't just numbers, it's a national suicide pact, and it's deliberate. The world's 13th largest economy, literally vanishing from within. How does a nation decide not to exist? And why now? The answer lies in a culture pushed to its absolute breaking point. By the end, you'll understand the Hell Joseon pressure cooker that pushed a generation to choose non-existence. South Korea's incredible post-war rise was built on relentless competition, but at what cost? From kindergarten to the corporate ladder, every step is a brutal fight for survival. Nobody predicted was the cost of this success. The children vanished, literally. Remember the 0.72 birth rate? It's not just a number, it's a reflection of impossible expectations. Average cost to raise a child in Seoul? Over $3,000 a month, and that's just the start. Education begins before birth. Shadow academies, called Hagwons, are mandatory. These private schools can cost thousands monthly, just for a child's basic schooling. Parents go into crippling debt just to give their kids a fighting chance, or so they hope. Then comes the housing crisis. Seoul is one of the most expensive cities on earth. Young couples face an impossible choice, a tiny apartment or a family, not both. Hell Joseon term itself comes from a historical period of intense social struggle. Today, it describes a society where success feels unattainable, despite endless effort. Work-life balance is a myth. Long hours are the norm, leaving no time for family. Many young adults simply give up on marriage and children. It's an economic decision. Women, especially, bear the brunt. Career or family? The system demands a choice. Even with government incentives, like housing subsidies, the cultural shift is too deep. Billions have been spent trying to reverse the trend. The fertility rate keeps falling. What if this isn't a problem to be fixed, but a logical outcome of modern life? Individual decision not to have children, multiplied by millions, becomes national policy. By 2050, South Korea's population is projected to shrink by over 15%, a demographic cliff. Workforce will collapse. Who will care for the elderly? Who will innovate? Military, too, faces a crisis. Fewer young men means fewer soldiers. This isn't just about South Korea, it's a warning for every developed nation. Japan, China, Germany, all face similar, though less extreme, demographic challenges. But South Korea is the canary in the coal mine, a glimpse into a possible future. Can a culture built on relentless progress survive without the next generation? The government has tried everything: cash incentives, daycare, paternity leave. Money can't fix a broken social contract or a generation's exhaustion. The pressure to excel starts in infancy. Kids are drilled for elite universities. Success is measured by university entrance exams. Anything less is seen as failure. This intense competition creates immense stress, depression, and social isolation. South Korea has one of the highest suicide rates in the developed world. Generation growing up in this environment questions the value of bringing new life into it. The dream of a stable, happy family is replaced by the reality of financial struggle. Many young Koreans simply cannot afford to get married, let alone have children. The cost of dating, engagement, and weddings can be astronomical, a new burden. Even if they marry, women often face immense pressure to leave their careers. The lack of affordable, high-quality childcare forces many women out of the workforce. This perpetuates a cycle: fewer women in high-paying jobs, less financial stability for families. The social infrastructure simply isn't designed to support dual-income parents with children. Even grandparents, traditionally a source of support, are often too busy working. The ideal family size has shrunk dramatically, from multiple children to one or none. Some argue it's a natural evolution in hypermodern, individualistic societies. But the speed of South Korea's decline is unprecedented, a global anomaly. What happens when a nation simply runs out of young people? The future is stark. Ghost cities are already appearing, new schools built, now standing empty. The economic consequences will be catastrophic: less consumption, less innovation. Foreign workers might fill some gaps, but they can't replace a cultural identity. Unique spirit of South Korea, its K-pop, its technology, its drive, all at risk. Some economists suggest a silver lining: less competition for remaining jobs. A shrinking market offers little incentive for new businesses or investment. True cost is not just economic, it's the loss of dreams, of potential, of joy. The Hell Joseon generation, trapped between impossible expectations and bleak prospects, they are choosing individual freedom over collective survival, a profound societal shift. Can any nation truly thrive if its own people refuse to ensure its future? Solutions are complex, requiring deep cultural and economic reform, not quick fixes. A shift away from hyper-competition towards a more inclusive, supportive society. Affordable housing, universal childcare, and a re-evaluation of educational priorities. But these changes challenge the very foundation of South Korean identity, a painful choice. A culture built on sacrifice and struggle learn to prioritize well-being? The clock is ticking. Each year, the demographic hole deepens, becoming harder to fill. South Korea's story is a stark reminder: economic success without social well-being is unsustainable. The world watches, hoping for a miracle, but miracles require profound human change. Future of the 13th largest economy hangs in the balance, a choice for humanity. Demographic winter is already here, its chill is felt in every empty classroom. In 2023, for every 100 people dying, only 72 babies were born. The gap grows. Generations are lost, not to war, but to the silent, relentless pressure of expectation. The world's fastest demographic decline, a future without children, is unfolding. unfolding now. South Korea's fate reminds us societies must nurture life, not just ambition.